The Mount Moon Review podcast, while a podcast about Pokemon, is not intended for children. You can expect some instances of adult humor, coarse language, and adult situations. Parental discretion is advised.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 37 of the Mount Moon Review podcast, the only podcast where you can have your cat or pie and eat it too. I am your host, the Raspberries, with my co-host, the Blue Duck Gold Duck, coming at you with all the information you need to know about the world of Pokemon that happened in the last week, in actually quite less than an hour, probably in this case. It's been kind of slow. Go figure, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, Duck. Typically, I send you articles throughout the week and send you little information. You compile that with everything that you find out throughout the week, and you come up with a nice, healthy outline. And we've had the situations like this before where it's been a slow week, but in this instance, it's been very slow, and for good reason, really. Pokemon's all but shut down right now.
Essentially. Lots of product isn't coming out when it was supposed to. So all we have is this like steady news leak of stuff that was already set to be revealed.
Yeah, for the most part, a lot of no, entirely. Pokemon leagues have all been closed and shuttered. That's worldwide at this point. Regionals have all been canceled. I've already said it before on the podcast. I'd be shocked if we're gonna have a Worlds this year. But there is a light at the end of the tunnel. We will come out of this. Pokemon will come back, and when it does, the leagues will still hopefully be in operation. Your local stores are going to need that economic boost, so you're going to see stores pushing like, yeah, let's have a tournament. Let's have a tournament every day. Yeah. And Pokemon has given us some. What's the word I'm looking for here? Typically, when you're a Pokemon professor, you have to worry about things such as league challenges. You have to have a league challenge every month if you are challenge approved. If you're on League Cup approved, you have to have that cup in a certain time frame. It's a 2-week time frame. You have to have your League Cup. I'm sorry, that's a 3-month time frame. It's a 2-week time frame for pre-releases. You have to have that. You have to have your pre-releases if you're approved for pre-release, and that's a big concern. I mean, you've run into those situations before too, Duck, haven't you?
What do you mean, where the pre-release gets canceled, or I have to have it?
You're having dates looming, and I've had situations where we've tried going back and forth with the store that I had my league in, where they had Magic dates set, and we were trying to find a date.
Oh yeah.
You're trying to find those dates that work, and because for example, if you have League Cups, if you don't have your League Challenges every month, you're going to lose your cup status.
Yeah, before I switched to my league being on Wednesdays, there was a lot of conflict with Magic tournaments or Magic pre-releases happening like side by side with Pokemon ones.
Yeah, I was actually at an event that you hosted where they were having a Magic pre-release, and they were literally trying to throw us out of the store because they were running out of tables for Magic. And
oh yeah, I remember your kids had to sit on the floor.
Yeah, so it was a. And that's not just a Duck's store thing. That is everywhere. For some reason, Magic and Pokemon, if one person, just get one person to make a phone call and say, hey, let's coordinate this. When are you doing your stuff? Okay. That would solve a lot of heartache. But you always have this problem every month or every 3 months that you're trying to schedule around everyone's schedule, and if you miss everything or miss one event, then you could potentially lose your status, and it's going to hurt the store financially because they can't have pre-releases or cups. That's also going to hurt your league because if you can't have those things, people are going to go elsewhere. Luckily, right. Pokemon gave us a little guidance on that, Duck. What's come out from Pokemon Company?
So all premier events are canceled until May, but there's not going to be any negative impact for not having your premiere events. Like you, Raz said, you could lose your privileges to host them. That's all waived now. And also, if you for pre-releases, because pre-release is supposed to happen like at the end of the next month, the stores are gonna be allowed to sell stuff after their legal street date once they open.
Yeah. See, a lot of the problem is, and I guarantee you've encountered this, where stores are selling the build and battle boxes or the pre-release kits as they used to be called. Technically, they're not allowed to do that. Technically, they're not. And what would happen is some stores, they'd have like one pre-release tournament and then they'd sell the rest off to the people that were there. That's kind of a gray area with the Pokemon Company, but you had some stores that would get those items and just put them on the shelf, and that is a big no-no. And Pokemon has come out and said, listen, we know we're shipping you this product, just sell it, just get it out there. And that's not something I expected to see from them. The tournament stuff, I kind of, that was a given, because a lot of places are having curfews or shelter-in-place orders, stuff of that nature. So that wasn't unexpected for me to see. But them telling stores, "Yep, go ahead, just sell the pre-release stuff," I almost half expected them to say we're gonna push pre-releases back, or we're gonna hold on to the stuff and do the tournaments once everything's open. That's kind of what I expected. But telling them to go ahead and sell it, I mean, that's really kind of really out of the wheelhouse for the Pokemon Company.
Yeah, I hope I still get my promos, but I'm not really that worried about it.
I would be, heck.
I kind of feel bad that I said that.
For those of you wondering what he's talking about, so when the build and battles come out, there's always 4 different build and battle boxes. When you open them up, they'll have the cards for the deck, which is one of 4 different sets usually. And then it'll have the 3 packs, and then it'll have 1 promo card. That 1 promo card, it'll have like Sword and Shield or Ultra Prism or something embossed on there. The professors get a pack of all 4 promos, and it'll be just like that, except it'll have a gold staff embossing on the other corner, which those are the kind of promos that I love to collect. I don't know about you, Duck, but I love those ones. I know you sell yours.
Too much, yeah. It's too much money in my hands to open up and throw in my binder.
Yeah, and if you ever do feel like selling those professors, don't open the packages. Don't open them. Just sell them all 4 together.
They're worth a lot more together than they are individually.
Yeah, which is kind of strange, really. That was really big when what was it? Jirachi came out.
Okay, Jirachi and Charizard though in the
same. Oh
yeah,
that Charizard promo was
Jirachi,
big.
Charizard, and Zapdos and Nidoqueen, but Nidoqueen is like but Zapdos was like really good. Jirachi is still insanely good, and that Charizard was also pretty good. So,
I'm out of soda.
I sold it for quite a bit.
I know you did. I'm pretty sure I remember the number too, and I was like, really? You
enough
suck.
to take a couple days off work. And you never got those ones, right?
I never did.
They botched you didn't do anything wrong, but they never let you sanction the pre-release for no reason at all, right?
That was the one that they changed the method in which you.
Oh yeah.
So, and this we're talking Professor Insider information here, folks. So you're not gonna get this anywhere else. So it used to be we'd log into Pokemon.com. We had a portal just for professors, and you go to your league, and used to be you just clicked, tournament, and you sanction a tournament. You hit the drop down, and you'd say, okay, pre-release, here's the date, blah blah blah. Well, they decided that they wanted to go to your league page, and if you were logged in, and you were set as a league owner or something of that nature, then you would see these buttons appear that said like create pre-release, create league cup, create league challenge, but they never told us. They never once told us anything. And then the people that actually clicked on the button and did their stuff, like Duck, they got their pre-release, and people like me who went the way of the drop-down menus and doing it like we did every other time, got boned. Our pre-releases stayed up for a couple weeks, and then they disappeared off the schedule, and they didn't let us fix it. So we got boned.
Yeah, I just was going to sanction my pre-release, and I saw that there was a button for it right there, and I was like, oh, well, that's easy. I didn't know that button was here. I had assumed the button was there the whole time, and I just never noticed it, so I didn't say anything to anybody. And then everybody's like, hey, what the heck is going on with our pre-releases? I'm like, mine's fine.
You were like the only person in our region who had a pre-release that week, or for that quarter. You were like the only one.
I think that was the time we had like 27 people because
nobody had anywhere to go.
Right.
I know most of my league went to you.
I had people from out of state that time.
Yeah, and that'll happen. So, let's go ahead and take a look at the docket and start working our way through the trestle board. What do you got for us first, Duck?
All right, so video game. This is really cool. So normally when they do their little raid events in Sword and Shield, they are Gigantamax raids, and they're promoting different Gigantamaxes. Well, now that that number is dwindling and there's not that many Gigantamax Pokemon they haven't boosted yet, they're coming up with more creative things. And right now, you can get in max raids, 3-star raids, you can get version exclusives for the other games. So if you're in Sword, you can actually get like Arangaroo and Cursula and Sableye in raids right now.
That is outstanding.
Yeah, that's
I mean, quite frankly, most people at this point have done their trading, but
oh yeah,
for those that have gone out and picked up the game because they're self-quarantining or something of that nature, this might be the perfect opportunity for those people.
I wasn't even considering those people.
I mean, that's why I went out and got Animal Crossing, because I knew I'd be sitting at home with nothing to do.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I got it today, because, you know, I feel like it's about to be like martial law up in my state.
Yeah. We're not going to sit here. We're not going to talk Corona because
yeah.
We're not going to get everybody down. We're upbeat. We're happy. We're Pokemon. Yeah.
So in those raids, the boosted raids right now, the reward for beating them is currently Dynamax crystals, which is probably the most lackluster reward they can give you. Because you make a team, you use 60 of them. I'm sitting on a couple hundred of them already.
Yeah, big deal.
You know, I don't need more, but I guess it's fine. And then, so I don't know if this is part of the same event, but every 3-star raid Pokemon, whether they're the boosted ones or not, have their hidden abilities right now.
Okay. I mean, that's a pretty cool thing. Yeah, just hidden abilities are very, very difficult unless you're doing, all kinds of manipulation and time traveling and stuff of that nature. So having that ability to get them legitimately is definitely a nice little bonus to have this week.
Yeah. That's all for video games.
Yeah, I mean, nothing on the TCG front other than the postponements and the league allowances, but then VG's pretty quiet too. So
yeah, I actually do have a couple things for trading card game that I thought was good enough to talk about.
But by all means, Duck, you talk about them away.
So it was last week we talked about the Charizard V and the Grimmsnarl V. They released the rest of those decks that come out with them. And there's 2 support stage 2s, and like each one has a stage 2 Pokemon. And I wanted to read their. So the first one in the Charizard deck is Colossal. Now, mind you, that Charizard V, or the VMAX Charizard, does 300 damage, but it has to discard 2 of its energy. Well, the Colossal V, its ability says once during your turn, you may search your discard pile for 1 fire energy and 1 fighting energy, and attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like. That means you can, if you have the Charizard doing the 300 damage and you discard your energy at the end of the turn, to be able to attack the next turn, you can just use Colossal's ability.
Ew.
And with Welder, with Welder and Colossal, it's not going to be that hard to get 5 energy on the Charizard.
This is very true. That might be a little bit of a twist we're going to see on the meta there coming forward.
So I don't know if anybody remembers playing during the Tapu Bulu days, but Tapu Bulu was a phenomenal card. It was a basic Pokemon that could hit 210 easily, which was that was the high amount of HP Pokemon used to have.
Yeah,
you can believe it.
Can you back in the day? Come on, Grandpa, keep telling us about it.
But you had to discard 2 energy from it to do the attack. So then you would use a stage 2, the Vikavolt Pokemon, to get a grass energy and electric energy out of your deck and attach them to the Pokemon, which meant you could continuously, you had an engine running, so you could continuously attack, discard your energy, and then put the energy right back on it.
Just cycle, and it was a lot of card movement.
Exactly. And if we see a format where it's easier to get stage 2s out, like right now, it's not that hard. I think it needs to be a little bit harder to go next to a VMAX. But there was a time, in the world of Pokemon, right, when Lost Thunder came out, where I was playing a deck and winning tournaments with 3 stage 2s in it. So it's not unbelievable that you could consistently get your VMAX and your stage 2 out. They just need to print a few more support cards for that.
I was playing an RTS game with my oldest son. He plays it on the Xbox. I played here on my PC. And in order to get the super unit out, you have to go through upgrade. You have to upgrade all these different things. And he asked me, he says, why is it so hard to get that unit? And I'm like, well, it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be difficult. It's really strong. And I'm thinking to myself the whole time, it's like, this is the VMAX. these should be hard to get out, but they're really not. Unfortunately, they're not. Everyone wants to get that big card out and start swinging, so that's the way they've kind of fashioned the cards in the current format to be. So you can get those big cards out and swinging for. I mean, who wants to see 2 little guys going? They want to see 2 Goliaths going boom, boom, boom. So I mean. I know it's a really goofy way to put it, but the VMAXs, in my opinion, are way too easy to get out.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of like I thought the Megas were a little bit more balanced, where it was essentially the same thing as the VMAXs.
It's the same thing now. It's the same thing.
They had to have a tool on them to let them evolve.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, your turn ended when you evolved it.
Okay, maybe still pretty much the same concept, really.
It's easier though.
It's a lot easier. Easier.
You can evolve into 3 different VMAXs on your turn if you want.
Ugh.
You couldn't do that without finding specific item cards, with the old way.
Gotcha.
With Megas.
So what you got next?
The other card I want to talk about was Hydreigon. The Grimmsnarl does damage. It does 170 damage plus 50 for each dark energy it has attached, but with a total damage cap of 270. There's a Hydreigon in that deck, and its ability is, as often as you like during your turn, you may attach a dark energy from your hand to one of your Pokemon.
Ooh.
Which means you can attach 5 energy in one turn if you want.
Yeah, that's going to be Return of the Dark.
Maybe. I mean, Dark Box is already a thing. Cards move around very freely there. You don't have to worry so much about the Gust effect bringing your little guys up to the bench, or up from the bench. So I could see both of these being decent contenders in our current format.
Right on. I mean, I'm always for changes to a meta. I don't like it stagnating. So if you can bring something out that's going to change it up and we can see a more diverse set of decks at any event, I'm all for it.
Right. Personally, what I like is big guys supported by stage 2, little stage 2s like this. So that's my personal favorite. My favorite era in cards was the Mega era. Like when the EXs, Mega Rayquaza, Mega Gardevoir, all those cards. I loved them.
You what?
I loved them.
You love them.
I love them. I love them, Raggy.
Oh, jeez. So what's next on your board, Duck?
Just a couple updates for some of the different apps. There's been some speculation from data miners that we'll be able to join Team Go Rocket soon in Pokemon Go.
There ain't no speculation from data miners. There is a prophecy coming to fruition that was given to you by the Mount Moon Review podcast, because we said this months ago that this was going to happen. So data miners, nothing. We scooped you. That's it. That's all there is to it. You can try to claim all you want that you knew it. No, we knew.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when
It's in the archives, folks. Go back through older episodes. You'll find it.
when they revealed their actual designs and they weren't in shadows anymore. They each had a certain color, red, blue, and yellow.
Yes, their uniforms all
associated with them,
they
and we
had
were like, no way, they have to be new team leaders, obviously.
Yep, there was the piping on their uniforms was corresponded to, and they were like the big guy, the little the style they represented was like a dead ringer for this is the dark valor, this is the dark mystic, this is the dark instinct. Boom, done. And it's just there's way too much of a coincidence. And now, from what the data miners are popping out, we've been vindicated. People said, "Nah, you're goofy. No, hey, that's stupid." Guess what? Booyah!
Yeah, I mean, this is one of the few times we've
been
right.
Nothing. We're prophets.
Okay, we've been right a few times, but
we're prophets up in here, dude. Come on now.
We've been wrong. There was a lot of predictions I made about
Field, but we don't talk about those. So, are you gonna go Team Rocket Go or Team Go Rocket?
I don't play, so.
Yeah, but what are you gonna do when you're sitting around your house for the next month?
Not play Pokemon Go, the game where I have to walk around.
No, they've suspended your need to walk. You don't have to walk anymore.
You still, you can't. So what? Let's catch the Pokemon that appear by my house?
Well, they've done a couple things for that. One, for the battling system that used to require you to walk, they've suspended that for the time being. You don't have to walk for the battling system. And the other thing is too, if you go into the shop right now, you can buy a box. It'll have 30 incense in there for 1 Pokecoin.
Yeah, I've used incense before, and it doesn't.
It's better than nothing. You're gonna be sitting around your house doing nothing.
Yeah.
Besides,
I could be just grinding out material in Pokemon Masters, though.
You could, but why would you want to do that? Is there something new in Pokemon Masters you want to tell us about, Duck?
There is, but first I want to talk about the other new thing in Pokemon Go.
So what else is new in Pokemon Go? See, I tried to give you the perfect segue. And
I know, but there's still more to talk about.
Fine, go. Pokemon Go.
Cobalion raids are now out the window, and Lugia raids are back in. And this time, I guess, I don't know. I guess Lugia didn't know Aeroblast the last time when they first introduced it to the game. But now it does.
I'll have to go look. I have a bunch of them. I mean, it was that one time period where Lugia came out, and I ended up getting just a ton of them for some stupid reason. I don't know why.
I walked to a Lugia raid before I stopped playing, but they finished it before I got to it. And I was like, okay, well, I don't really care about raids then. And then the only other raid I did was the one where you stopped your tournament to go.
I took a vote.
Armored Mewtwo
I took a vote, and nobody said no. There was some people that didn't say yes, but they didn't say no.
Yeah, and then the people that didn't say yes were mad.
They were all kinds of butthurt because everyone walked across the street for 5 minutes to get an Armored Mewtwo. Which we didn't
get it.
Yeah, well, I got it. If you're given the choice and you don't speak up, you can't get butthurt about it. I'm sorry.
Yep, that's a fine philosophy.
Yep, butthurt and philosophy, both in the same sentence.
But I think it's weird that they would ever have Lugia raids and Aeroblast isn't available on it. Like, every legendary has a signature move and Aeroblast is Lugia's. So
yeah, it's so they can release it a second time and people get excited again.
That's fair.
I mean, there it is. That's the reasoning, I guarantee you.
All
right.
So anyways, instead of playing Pokemon Go, I could be playing Pokemon Masters.
Nice recovery. Go ahead.
Because now there's a few new sync pairs added. They weren't shown yet, but you can do the co-op battles where normally you need 3 players online at the same time to do them. Now you can do them yourself, and you set up 3 different teams of 3, so a total of 9 sync pairs, and you only get to control one of them. But at least the computer is controlling your customized characters and not the crappy characters they always assign you whenever you can't get a full group.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, so I mean that's pretty exciting. If you guys remember when Pokemon Masters was like, new the newest shiniest thing out there.
Yeah, it was the
was
newest
playing on
shiniest
two
thing,
phones.
and you were bloody obsessed. You were dragging a power strip around your house
Yeah.
because you had
Yeah,
two
it was.
phones. It wasn't just an extension cord; it was a power strip, so you could keep both your phones plugged in.
And I would get excited every time I did the co-op battles and I got paired with myself, because there would be one character's name is Blue Duck, the other character's name is Gold Duck. So it was perfect.
You didn't screenshot any of those. You should have.
Oh, I should have. Yeah, I mean, it still happens whenever I do play. But now I don't have to. Now you can do everything from one phone. And
Hooray! Is that it for Pokemon Masters? Is that all you got?
yeah,
Wow. You got nothing else.
yeah. The news rivers are dry.
The rivers be dry. Well, I anticipated this happening, Duck. And as a result, I have dug up a quiz. And we're going to test Duck's Pokemon knowledge. And you can play at home, folks. Now,
So many people bad when I can't figure something out, and they're gonna be like, "No, you're wrong. Just this is the answer. It's so easy."
well, I did not write this test. I simply, right before the podcast went live, I did a quick search and I found it. And this is like something off of allthetests.com. So we're just going to run through the quiz and quiz Duck and check his encyclopedic knowledge of Pokemon.
Okay.
Now, a lot of these are GBA games. Some of it's a lot of it has to do with the original cartoon anime, if you will. So let's just roll through it and see how well Duck does. There are literally 50 questions here, Duck. So we're not gonna sit here and wax poetic about each of them. We're gonna go through them. So, what was the first Pokemon Ash captured?
Caterpie.
How many total Pokemon are there in the first generation?
151.
In which Pokemon game can you obtain the Kanto/Indigo starters? Red, blue, yellow, green. Obtain all of the starters.
Oh, yellow.
There you go. Which Pokemon game was the first to make Pokemon sprites seem to move? Crystal, Emerald, Diamond, or Red?
Crystal.
Which legendary bird does Pokemon Okay, which legendary bird does Ash see first? Ho-Oh, Moltres, Lugia, Zapdos, or Articuno?
Oh.
Ho-Oh. True or false? Togepi appears in the first series of Pokemon.
True.
Which Pokemon is involved in a theory that expresses why Cubone wears a skull on its head? Marowak, Rhydon, Chauncey, Kangaskhan.
Marowak.
Which Pokemon was said to have been born from another Pokemon in the video game? However, in a movie, it is said that the first Pokemon to be created by humans. Which Pokemon is that? Mewtwo, Doxius, Rhydon, Jirachi.
Mewtwo?
How does an Eevee evolve into an Espeon or an Umbreon? By fighting in battles, by leveling up, by using a certain stone, by obtaining a certain level of happiness.
By obtaining a certain level of happiness.
There you go. True or false? Pokemon Jigglypuff and Clefairy are all evolved Pokemon.
Say it again.
True or false? Pikachu, Jigglypuff, and Clefairy are all evolved Pokemon.
True.
It's a trick question.
It is a question.
Depends on which series. How or when does Ponyta evolve? By using a Firestone? By leveling up at level 32? By leveling to level 40?
32? I thought it was 37.
At what level does a Croconaw evolve? 36, 30, 32, 34?
30.
Some Pokemon evolve by trading while holding a metal coat item. Which of the following Pokemon is not involved in this evolution process? Scyther, Onix, Magneton.
Magneton.
Which wild Pokemon is Misty able to command in the second season of Pokemon? Staryu, Golduck, Gyarados, Seal. It's a wild Pokemon. Staryu, Golduck,
Gyarados?
Gyarados, Seal.
Oh, no. Golduck. It's Golduck.
There you go. Well, I'm not telling you. I don't know the answers yet, so I'm saying. Okay, these ones all have to do with Pokedex entries. The symbol Pokemon. Unknown, Celebi, Gengar, Suicune.
Unknown.
Yeah, unknown. You shut up. The Aurora Pokemon. Dugong, Jinx, Sneasel. That one. An Articuno.
Suicune. That's why I smiled.
The mouse Pokemon. Marill, Pikachu, Sandshrew.
Pikachu.
The Thunder Pokemon. Zapdos, Raikou, Lantern.
Zapdos?
The Kite Pokemon. Pelipper, Manatine, Lugia.
Mantine?
Which of the following was one of the original 3-Team Rocket Pokemon? Seviper, Coughing, Magikarp, Cacnea. I can't pronounce it.
Cacnea.
There you
go. Coughing.
Coughing, wheezing. True. True or false? Ash won his very first gym badge.
Hold on. You cut out there.
True or false? Ash won his very first gym badge.
False?
Who is Ash's rival? Trainer Red, Tracy, Richie, Gary Oak.
Gary Oak.
Quote, "We hope to see you again. Nurse Joy, Misty, or Officer Jenny?"
Nurse Joy.
Smell you later. Gary, Ash, or Brock?
Gary.
This isn't the time to use that. Professor Oak, Professor Elm, Professor Birch.
Professor Oak.
Now we must go our separate ways. But I hope that when you think of me, as you most certainly will, you will try to remember there is good in goodbye. Ash, Jesse, or James?
Ash?
I have no idea. Maybe.
It's got to be either Ash or James.
So which one do you want to go with?
Let's go with James.
Okay, because that seems a little too deep for Ash.
Right. I think I'd remember if Ash said it.
Yeah. There's no sense in going out of your way to get somebody to like you. Misty, Brock, or Ash?
Misty?
We do have a lot in common. The same earth, the same air, the same sky. Maybe if we start looking at what's different, well, who knows? Meowth?
Meowth. That's my favorite quote from Pokemon ever.
Well, now we're coming up to mine. I see now the circumstances of one's birth are irrelevant. It is what you do with the gift of life that determines who you are.
Mewtwo.
There you go. I'll give you that one.
I didn't know if you were letting me say it before.
I was going to let you say it because you didn't need the answers for that one. Which Pokemon did not originally obey Ash? Charizard, Squirtle, Pikachu, both Charizard and Pikachu.
Pikachu. Because Charmander obeyed him.
Charizard didn't.
Well, see, this is... If I get this wrong, it's because the question's worded dumb.
Okay, blame the question. What company or companies made Pokemon? Game Freak, Sega, Game Freak and Sega, Nintendo, Game Freak and Nintendo.
What's the question?
Which company or companies made Pokemon?
Game Freak and Nintendo?
When did the first episode of Pokemon air in America? 1991, 1995, 1993, 1994, or 1992? Why those aren't in order, I'll never know. Ding, ding, ding.
Hold on a second. Read the answers again.
1991, 1992, 1993, 1994, or 1995.
Those are all wrong.
When did the first episode of Pokemon air in America?
In 1998.
Hmm.
Pokemon didn't come out in Japan until February 26, 1996.
Ooh.
So how could it come out in America first?
I don't know, but I'm going to put 1995.
Sure.
Which Pokemon could originally only be seen through a Sylph scope? Cubone, Ghastly, Shuppet, Duskull.
Ghastly.
Where is Ash's hometown located?
Pallet
Yeah, I'm not going to read those to you. You don't deserve it. When Togepi hatched, who ended up taking it as their own Pokemon? Misty. Who was the creator of Pokemon?
Satoshi.
Good enough. Yeah, I can't pronounce it either.
Tajiri, something like that.
We're going to go with that.
Okay.
What was the original way to trade Pokemon? By using Wi-Fi, by using a link cable, by using a wireless adapter cable.
Link cable.
Dang right. Back when things made sense. How many Pokemon existed by 2013? 365, 151, 587, or 649?
2013. Okay. The 600 one?
649.
Yeah.
What type of video game is Pokemon? War, racing, role-playing, or strategy?
War. Role playing?
Yeah.
I guess.
Okay, what does Pokemon translate into?
Pocket monsters.
Bingo. That was the last question, Doug.
Ooh.
So let's check the results. You are a true Pokemon master. Not only are you a skilled trainer, you truly care for and treat your Pokemon respectfully. Anyone can learn from your awesome example. Good for you. Keep it up. You have correctly answered 32 out of the 40 questions, Duck. What the heck?
Oh, which one? Does it tell you the ones I got wrong?
It does.
I bet you they're all dumb.
Let's see here. What was the first Pokemon? You answered correct. You answered correct. Let me find the wrong one here. Okay. Which Pokemon is involved in a theory that expresses why Cubone wears a skull on its head? You said Marowak, and it's Kangaskhan.
Isn't the theory that it worked?
Don't ask me. It's a theory.
No, okay. The theory
not just a theory. It's a game. Not
Cubone is a Kangaskhan that's mother died, and then where's the skull? But okay, that's fine. I misunderstood that.
How or when does Ponyta evolve?
Is it level 40?
Unfortunately, you did not pick the right answer. The right answer would be level 40.
Huh. I thought it was 37, so I didn't actually know that.
The mouse Pokemon says it's Sandshrew. I thought it was Pikachu also.
See, Pikachu is the electric mouse Pokemon. That's why I paused.
Gotcha.
But yeah.
The thunder Pokemon. Raikou. Yeah.
I wasn't sure about that one either.
Let's see here. And oh my gosh. That quote about now we go our separate ways. There's always good and goodbye. That was Jesse.
Oh, okay. Completely wrong.
Completely wrong. I thought for sure it was James. I thought I was right there with you.
I got the one about Pikachu right?
No.
Oh,
which one about Pikachu?
There's one where it's like which Pokemon didn't originally obey Ash.
Oh, we haven't got there yet, I don't think.
Okay.
There's no sense in going out of your way to make a girl like you or to get somebody to like you. Ash said that.
Okay.
And let's see here. Which Pokemon did not originally obey Ash? It was both Charizard and Pikachu.
But Charizard originally obeyed Ash.
I can see the argument either way. But nevertheless, It's in red, not green, so you got it wrong.
Sure, whatever. I don't really care about the anime questions.
Okay, I don't agree with this one at all. What type of video game is Pokemon? We said role playing, and they're calling it strategy. I guess
I could see it going either way, but you see, this is what I'm saying. It's a dumb question.
It's a dumb question.
Challenge me on Trivia Crack, Pokemon Trivia Crack. Every time I get on there, I'm the top player in the world.
Dude, I did this in like 3 minutes before we started. Okay, I just found a random quiz. I didn't vet it first.
1v1 me in Trivia Crack, bro.
I didn't vet it first or anything.
I know.
Okay. So, unfortunately, that's all we have for Pokemon this week. It's it would have been a little fluff and a filler to make one episode because, quite frankly, we're to the point now where there's not really going to be a whole lot of stuff coming up. We can unfortunately look forward to abbreviated episodes for the next couple weeks. So we're going to try to make them lively and we're going to keep them coming out. I can't promise you the length of them, but we are going to keep them coming out. We're going to try to make things fun. If anybody has any suggestions for that, let us know. We are looking at possibly on our Discord channel hosting a PTCGO tournament. It'll be this run through Tom the same way Pokemon tournaments have done in the past. We've done this for Sword and Shield events, and I think they've gone successful. Wouldn't you, Jared? Wouldn't you, Duck?
Yeah.
So if we we're gonna give it a try with PTCGO here. If you're interested in that, just hop on our Discord. If you need a link to our Discord, you can hit us up on our Facebook pages. You have myself, _Raspberry01. You have the Blue Duck Gold Duck. That's Blue Duck Gold Duck without the E. You also can get on the Mount Moon Review Facebook page, which is at Mount Moon Podcast. You can hit us up on Twitter. All the names are the same. And you can get on our YouTube channel. And you can look for the Mount Moon Crew on YouTube. About our YouTube, Duck, we've been doing something kind of cool the last couple weeks. Yeah.
We've been doing the Untitled Anime Show, which has actually started to get a little bit more traction than I thought it would.
Yeah, we got some recognition. It was kind of cool. But yeah, the Untitled Anime Show. We are doing reviews and opinions from both myself, Duck, and the newest member of the Mount Moon Crew, Sadar, as we go over anime. We've already done... we got 2 episodes in the can, and that is season 1 of Overlord. And we've also done the entire series of The Ancient Magus Bride. We have 2 episodes coming up that we're going to be recording this week. The first one being Your Lie in April. That was your pick, Duck. Yep. Followed by my pick, which is going to be The Saga of Tanya the Evil. So look for those on YouTube. That's pretty much the only place you can see them right now is on our YouTube channel. We're not distributing those as a podcast just yet. There's a lot of visuals involved with that one. So yeah, if you're at all interested in anime at all, you might want to jump on there. It's a good fun time. It's not just us going, I like it or I don't like it. We actually explain to you why we do or do not like it. And we all have varying tastes. So hopefully people that follow the show will get to start to learn, well, I like the stuff that Raz likes, or I like the stuff that Sadar likes. Nobody likes the stuff that Blue Duck likes. So, yeah, look depressed, dude.
Oh, darn.
Oh,
I lost
darn.
my tail again.
Lost my tail. So, look for those. And we're having a good time doing that. So, we're looking at their content. And if you get shuttered in your house, we have a third show that we've been talking about doing. I've actually got everything set up to broadcast. I mean, bloody everything, Duck. You would not. I have everything. I even have sound effects on my board. You know, my little stream deck here. I got all the sound effects and everything. I'm ready to go. So,
did you do the other stuff you were supposed to do?
What other stuff?
For the other show?
Oh, read? Yeah, I don't read. I'll read the book. I'll have somebody read it to me. So that being said, Duck, do you have anything else for us?
No, that's it.
Well, then get us out of here.
All right, guys, until next time, just remember, if it's too good to be blue, it's probably gold.
Have a week.
Just because your card is magic, you think you're safe because you killed my life orb. Baby, do you dare to not flinch? 'Cause I'm coming at you like a dark pulse. I know you're gonna throw. You're gonna throw a storm. But I got that lucky chance. There's no critical hits.